Alright, here's the 1992 E150 Econoline. Had this thing for probably about 4 years now, and it's in pretty decent shape. Runs. It's got a few things that need work on it. I've been using it for quite a while. Took a few long distance trips, but I just started to filming this after I started doing some work on it rather than before. As you can see, the doghouse is pulled off. Just changed the plugs and wires in it. Still got to get the steering steering pump fixed. It's got a little bit of a leak in there. Get that fixed next week here. They got the barn doors, and of course toolbox and everything is in here. This one swings all the way open. I had previously changed this all out to LED lights. As you can see, there's one of the passenger's captain's chairs left in here. I got the other one pulled out. Not in the best shape. The doghouse sitting up there on the bench. I plan on pulling that bench out next week here also. I've got 4 of the bolts loose down here, and just need to get the big ones, big 3/4 inchers there, busted loose so I can pull it out. Other than that, it was a full Walnut conversion. Back in its day, it was pretty good. Came with the stereo built in the side there, and actually it has a, which I don't have in here right now, has a TV that goes right between the driver and passenger seats there. The back doors here open about that far. They don't swing all the way open, although that one could. It's got a quite strange little hitch on there, but I don't need to tow anything, so I've never actually got a receiver or anything to stick in that receiver. It does have the rear heat and another little cubby hole back here. This is just a view underneath the bench. Also came with this. The bench actually does fold out into a bed, power fold, with the controls up there. But it came with this little extender for kind of a full-size bed, which that's going to come out also. This here is the face plate, and goes actually on the front of the bench, and of course all that stuff's going to come out. Used to fit right across the bottom there just to make it look a little better. Like I said, has the rear heat, also has the rear AC, has the blinds, which are not in the best shape, and plan on pulling those out too. Basically, it's not going to be turned into a camper van. I am not going to pull out the carpet or anything like that. I may pull these plates out. That captain's chair will come out. But I plan on putting some storage after the bench comes out. I plan on putting some storage right back in the back here, kind of from this area on over. It's going to leave about 12 and a half inches. Got a 54 amp hour LifePo battery that I'm going to mount in here on a recharge circuit, and possibly add some solar after that to it to recharge that battery, and possibly run an inverter, all that good stuff. Basically what it's going to turn into is a communications vehicle, and that's all I really use this for the majority of its life, for ham radio. I'm just going to set up for field day and various other portable operations. It's been a good running van. Like I said, I just changed the plugs and wires in it. Relatively old vehicle though, so it's got its share of little problems. And things like the AM FM stereo, all we get is AM. So that's out of the question for FM. Power windows. Does have power door locks, but when I got the van a few years ago, I disconnected all of the actuators inside the doors on every door, and what would happen, it would have a problem where it would unlock itself. You'd be actually driving down the road and it would just start shooting these up and down and usually end up unlocked. And it would also do the same thing, go to a store or whatever and you'd lock it all up, come back out, and it must have done it while we're in there, because all the doors would be unlocked when we came back out. And with the radio equipment I had in here, there was no way I wanted the doors to be accidentally unlocked. So disconnected all of those. Also disconnected all of the little control panels that are located in various places. There's one back here. Various places around the van to control different things. The wiring is still in there, and the wiring is still hooked up. I got another one here for the slide and everything. And all of the fuses for the cabin are back in that little wooden compartment right there. I haven't decided whether I'm going to pull down these wooden balances or leave them up just for the sake of having them there. I do plan on, like I said, putting some storage in this area, and it'll be a little easier to explain once this bench is gone. But there will be a desk coming off of that with another 12.5 inches over here, and should be able to pass through from the inside to the back through that little gap. So that's kind of it for now. It's, like I said, just the beginning, little after the beginning, because I already started tearing stuff up, but we'll try to chronicle it as I go.